It is kind of
The
fucked up.
following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
Welcome to another awesome edition of 5-Minute Warning. Once again, I am your boy, Ruben Brown, in the house I guess I'm leading the show. We'll see how that works today. But today, of course, we got AG in the house on the ones and twos.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing?
And Mo B is down for a little bit. We may see him, we may not. But hope he feels better. But yeah, man. I don't have a Rona. Been there, done that. But my voice a little, raspy. But I hear raspy gets women. So
don't believe that, man. Don't believe that.
How you doing?
Nah, please, no.
I mean, hey man, you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of things, but I know that.
Hey, you have no idea.
Okay.
Maybe some nice woman wants the raspy voice.
Okay.
I know I sound like a robot, so I'm not a fan. But how you been, man? How's your week?
My week was busy. I had a mix to do, did that, got approved. That's always good. But I got another track to do that's dope. I can't wait to get in on that. And my wife is pretty, like really pretty. Like chase her around the house, pretty.
Oh.
Just saying, bro.
I'm glad you said that P word.
What?
I was like,
pretty?
Yeah, because
why you even got to take it there, bro?
Yo, man, that's what it sounded like. And I was like,
yo, nasty ass. Really?
What nasty? Pregnant?
Pregnant? What are you talking about?
That's what I thought P word you were talking about.
Oh,
what
I thought
you think I was talking about?
Man, don't even worry about it.
Bro, that's disrespectful as hell.
Man, if my wife turned up pregnant, I'm going to be like, you married Junior.
There is a God.
Yeah, apparently it is. He ain't playing.
Nah. What's going on, Black Morticia Adams? Glad you joined us today.
Hey, the gang's all here. Missed you last week. What's up, girl?
So, yeah, man. So your week was good.
It really was.
Crazy?
No, nothing crazy. I actually do have a question, and no one might have. I don't know if anyone will have an answer.
Oh,
but this.
You lean like that.
No, man.
Even Black Morticia, I was like, oh wow. She already know.
I got two things. The first question is: does anybody understand why people in the PGA are freaking out about the Saudis having their own tour? Yes. Or is the PGA just, experiencing sour grapes because a lot of their big names and draws are going overseas to play? Because I didn't hear all this when, European players were over here playing in the tournament, in the PGA tournaments. But now they coming out. I mean, they like, if you go over there and you can't come back to the PGA and this and that and the other, whatever. I mean, if you look back, you're going to turn into a pillar of salt and some all sorts of bullshit. I'm like, what's going on? Do you know anything about this?
I do. So first of all,
what's up, Dale?
What's going on, Dale? How you living? Glad you joined
us. All them high achieving kids you got. What's up, Blair?
See, Dale, I gotta go all there, man.
Because, man, this family is like, they're just like high. They're all type A's, man. Every last one of them. Come on, man.
Yeah, all of us.
You better give it up for his family, because you got families out here, everybody trifling.
I mean, we got some trifling people in the family.
No, I'm talking about in general. There's a lot of families out there. It's like looking at it's like they're looking at Dale. It's like they're bizarre world and whatnot.
I mean, that's because they mad. It's called hating. hate. I appreciate. Shout out to Dre from VA. So, all right. So he makes up a good point.
Okay.
LIV is sponsored by the Saudi Arabians. And, it's been criticized for human rights. So, and I say that on purpose because when it's all said and done, like part of it is that. The other part is that people are a little. Some people are mad because, like, well, they're taking all the good golfers. Or they feel like they take all the good golfers. No one will come and watch the PGA. And on top of that, the other thing is, yo, man, when you're the only game in town, you don't want nobody coming to steal your joint.
So some of this is sour grapes. in
All
your
of it's
opinion.
sour grapes. Because the
Well,
Saudis are like,
when you mention human rights, the first thing I go to is the biggest major in the PGA on the PGA schedule is played at a golf course that's racist as hell. That's sexist as hell. I don't care who they admit now. But what I'm telling you is we watch this tournament and awestruck. People
Mhm.
spend good money to go there,
yeah,
and basically they go into a plantation.
I mean, yeah.
So I'm like, well, if you say human rights, and I get that, I mean, why can't we be as appalled about the history? I can't really say history because it's still happening, but the history of the Masters.
Well, see, and like Dre just said, about 5-6 years ago, everybody got in the WWE's joint because they taking money for the Saudis to go and put on performances over there, bro. I mean, when it's all said and done, it's about money because all that stuff is guaranteed. 2, it's only 48 people. You can have only 48 people. I'm a little sick, Black Mortis. I'm working on it though. But the other thing is, when it's all said and done, hey man, when you the only pool out here, you don't want some kid coming pissing in your pool.
Okay, so we're back to sour grapes. This is what it boils
Yeah,
down.
that's what it all is, man. Because
Because
nobody cares.
I was telling Lauren the other day, I was like, look, when Sergio Garcia and a whole lot of other European golfers, born and raised and playing and earning a living on the European tour, they came over here and played in our majors and no one said anything. Not that they were supposed to, but it's just like great golfers want to play in the greatest tournaments against the greatest competition. I
Yeah.
get that. But the PGA didn't say, hey, you can't do this. You can't. I'm like, okay. All right. I don't remember the European tour ever saying anything about it either. So now it's a big deal.
Well, but here's the other thing.
Okay.
The other thing is, the PGA Tour, you got to be in the club, so you got to pay dues. And so, hey man, if you're not my club, you can't get in. Go down to the club down the street. The problem is the club down the street just opened up and it's better than your club. And
Kinda is.
they're just mad. That's all it is. They just mad.
Okay, just as long as because I felt like it was sour grapes because
that's
of
exactly what it
because of its history, but I wanted to kind of throw it out there to y'all or whatever it is. Now, second question.
Yes.
Now, this is much more fun. I want to thank my girl, D Bells, Rock the Bells, for bringing up this question inadvertently.
Okay.
There was a conversation going on at work in the break room,
Uh-oh.
and it went around to something and went around somewhere else, and it ended up with her saying, if my husband accidentally used my toothbrush, it's going in the trash. And so I pondered that for 24 hours.
What?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, that's dumb as hell.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I pondered this for 24 hours and I said, huh. So I asked my coworker that works right next to me. And I said, Jamise. She's like, what, Alton? I said, if your husband accidentally used your toothbrush, would you throw it in the trash? She's like, hell yeah, throw it in the trash. I was like, wait a minute, wait, back up. Personally, I feel like I would use the toothbrush because I know what my face was last night. Right. So I'm thinking, if I'm knee deep in my beautiful wife, and then I'm a trip about a toothbrush, I'm dumb as hell. But Jamise was like, Alton, no, I understand what you mean, but no, we're not doing that. So I asked about 20 more people. and it was 65-35. I'm throwing that thing in the trash can. I couldn't believe it. So my question to you, Moby, if he's well enough to hear me, and everybody on the chat, if your spouse, now this is your spouse, okay, this is your homie, this is your ride or die, this is baby, you know, this is boo, right? If they accidentally picked up the wrong toothbrush for whatever reason, used it, put it back, you took it to use it, you knew somebody used it because it's wet, would you throw the toothbrush away? Ruben.
Yes,
Why?
because man, like
I mean, it's your girl, homie.
I understand that, man. I understand that, and I'm not a germaphobe or nothing, but like I don't know what she be eating,
You just had dinner with her, bro. You
Bro.
cooked. You know what she eats.
bro, man.
What?
I mean, nah, it's just something about that. It's so like I dated a chick who refused 100% refused to have any type of mouth intercourse in the morning until she brushed her teeth. Like refused.
Are you for
And
real?
I was just like, what?
How long? That's something I've been dating you a week foolishness.
I mean, I was dating longer than a week.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Really? I'm in
really?
her bed, yo. But that's yeah, man. So like to me, nah, it's just weird. I mean, because you know where they've been, but you don't know where they've been. Not like that, but like, for instance, what if I'm allergic to something that she eats?
Ruben,
Hey, you never
you
know.
had dinner together. You know what she ate because you cooked it.
Bro. I'm just nah. This is not my thing.
Wait a
It's
minute.
like
Hold on.
just
Wait a minute. Dale was like, wouldn't that be the same as lip locking with your exactly?
that's so different though. I
How
don't
is
know
that
why it is.
different, man?
So let me ask you this, AG.
What?
Would you use your wife's razor?
My wife uses my razor sometimes if she's out of hers.
No. Would you use her razor?
No, because the only reason I wouldn't use her razor because I think it would give me a rash. She doesn't have her razor housing doesn't keep as many blades in it.
And see,
It
it's
has
not the
nothing to
fact.
do with hygiene.
It's not anything about being nasty. It's just what it is, man.
She just
I
said
mean-
we use toothbrushes. It's like it is what it is.
Yeah, I hear you. Just not me.
Oh, hey,
CB?
what's up, player?
What? We got everybody in the house today.
Hey, look, CB was like, I'm with AG. Your mouth has been other places. I mean, like I said about my wife, like not 10 minutes ago, but a few minutes ago, she fine as hell. You know, I'd be looking at it all crazy.
Yeah,
and I'm
man.
like, and I'm a trip about a toothbrush, bro. That's some old bullshit. Come on, man. Come on,
look,
man.
Hey, let's just be real. If we weren't meant to have separate ones, we just have one.
Why you want? Oh, Lord Jesus.
I'm
Lord
just-
Jesus. Really? This
Oh,
is your
or-
look,
hold
man.
on.
I'm gonna say this one more time. This is your boo.
And it might be, hold on. And another thing might be, she used a different type of brush than me.
See, that's like the whole razor blade thing with me. We're not talking about that. We're
Yeah,
just,
but-
all things being equal. You're telling me you know where she been, you know what she ate because you were there and you cooked it, and then you gonna trip about a toothbrush?
I mean, I don't understand why that's a discussion. That anyway, because
Actually, the discussion is it needs to be a discussion because people have these strikingly different opinions about it. Because I know a dude at work, I ain't gonna call no names because it's nasty. he said
Mhm.
he led with the story. He said, you know, I got bad knees, right? I was
Wow.
like, yeah, I seen you while you kind of limping around or whatever. He
Mhm.
said, when I'm eating that coochie, my knees feel good. I was like,
How did I show? Talk about you.
Wait
This is the first.
Wait a minute. He
The
said,
first.
but when it's over with, my knees start hurting. And we're all I'm weak. I'm weak. I'm crying at this point. I said, Wally, how can I said that's the name too. Anyway, I said, dude, how in the world are you gonna tell me a story like that and then turn right back around and say you wouldn't use your girl's toothbrush because it's nasty? Are you for real? He's like, can't do it, player. It's in my mind. I can't do it. Then my girl, first person I asked, the maiden question, I was like, look, you wouldn't do all that. And she was like, no, Alton, I wouldn't do all that. But then what she say? Number one, what she said was she texted her husband the same question. He said, hell no. Then she had the nerve to feel some type of way that he wouldn't use her toothbrush.
Their boundaries, bro.
Whatever.
Their boundaries.
Hey, and second thing she said was, but I'll drink after him. I was like, what? Man, y'all ain't making no sense right now.
I wouldn't do that.
But the funny thing is, the question isn't that funny.
If it ain't alcohol, I ain't doing that.
Listen to me. The question isn't that funny. However, the responses, dude, we are walking contradictions. So man. I just wanted to put that out there because I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And these are the moments where I miss Moby so much because no matter what he felt, whatever opinion he had would be hilarious. Dude, I'm telling you. You was all up in it, and then you gonna trip for real. All right. I tell you what, around here, if it's a toothbrush, we ain't going to the dentist, player. We're gonna get that floss and we're gonna do whatever we gotta do. I'm just saying, we try not to have no cavities around here. Just saying.
Hey, have you heard the other one? The other question though?
What
There's
other
another
questions?
one running around too.
What's that?
So, would you snitch on the homie cheating, or would you cheat on your girl?
Where'd that question come from? Was that on the?
Nah, that's some stuff I got off of TikTok.
No, I would not.
No, it's not a question. It's either or. You either gonna snitch on your boy cheating, or you gonna cheat on your girl. Which one would you?
Oh, I'm snitching like a champ. He going down. Half his shit gone. Half his shit gone. Because I'm a look, hey, boo-boo. I have a choice to make. Either cheat on you or snitch on my man. My man going down. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it like a 5-year-old baby. Don't tell your mama and then run and tell it like I used to do. Man, canary.
Wow.
Stool pigeon, rat, whatever. I'm gonna tell it. Snitch on the homie. Exactly. I don't even know who this dude is. Majestic Poet.
I mean, it's what it is, bro.
Hey man, I'm telling you. Dude, I'm gonna tell it. And look, I'll call on the phone. I'll be like, hey, girlfriend, your man was running up in that coochie that won't yours. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she wear better underwear than you, but I'm just saying. Hey, presentation is everything, bro.
I mean,
I try to tell these women out here, presentation is everything.
So we got 2 snitch on a homie. What else on the board? Snitch on a homie or cheat on your girl? I mean, see, this is why you gotta have good friends. Because I got good friends. You want to know I got good friends? Because we deal in this thing called plausible deniability. Plausible deniability. I can't snitch on what I don't know.
Hey, I'm with Charles. Hey, Charles has got a good question.
Yeah.
Answer. He's at our age, he knows better. Exactly. Because if you tell me and I gotta cheat on my woman, you going down. I don't play. Man.
I mean,
oh man.
Real talk. If I'm cheating, I ain't telling nobody. For what?
Well, see, that's not the question.
I mean, I understand that, but that's why I say plausible deniability. That's how you know you got real friends.
I mean, I will get a stitch because I will be snitching.
I mean, you would have no choice because unless homie paying for half of what I'm about to lose,
he is going to pay for half his half because he ain't going to have it. I mean, you're going to have
just don't tell me, man. I don't need to know. I just don't need to know.
That's not the question, though.
I know. I'm just letting you know. So,
actually, that let's just do the question right now. The real question of the day. Let's do that right now.
I mean, we can switch to that. That's good.
All right. Since Ruben is a little under weather, I'm gonna talk. So, if you were a police officer, Dale, Dale,
He's not a
I'm
police
so
officer.
glad that you are here, bro, because this has something to do with you for real. If you're a police officer or any type of law enforcement, could you pull your mom over and issue her a ticket? I can't do it. It would have to be something much bigger than a vehicular incident. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Man, I'm doing it on GP.
Dale said nope. On Shirley Good. On Shirley Good. Now, this is coming from the same dude. This is coming from the same dude. The first time I met Dale and found out he was a state trooper, he told me he would pull me over for 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. I was like, Dale, you ain't gonna give a brother like 5. No, I'm giving you jack. He said that to me. I was like, oh my God, but he wouldn't pull over. He wouldn't pull over on Shirley and give her a ticket.
Bro.
See how people turn on you? I mean, we're supposed to be family.
Hey, look,
for real.
man, I love my mama.
That's some old bullshit.
I love my mama.
Hmm?
But if she is in a situation where I have to make a decision to pull her over,
Hey, Bulo said mama's different. She ain't lying.
I mean,
my mama would have had to kill somebody for real.
yeah, she needs to be
would've
going
had
like
to give
15 over.
And really, what I would do, I would call for backup and get somebody else to do it. Because I would be a bitch for real. I would just be like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't arrest my mama. I know she shot that lady in the face.
Oh God. That's a different type of story, bro.
I said it would have to be really bad.
Man, God.
I'm just saying it would have to be really bad. I would then I would be snitching on my mama. I don't know if I just had to pretend like I ain't see it.
Yeah, till you show up on the camera looking at it.
Look, hey, Dale's telling it, man. He said, only got one mom, bro. I'm telling you, man, she would have to, it would have to be really bad.
All I know is I love my mama. And I know my mom would never put me in such a position.
You sure about that, bro?
I'm so
she
sure.
already reprimanded you about cursing poorly.
My mama don't drive fast, so I ain't got to worry about that.
See, that's not a question, though.
But that's what it is.
And CB was like, your daddy would get that behind. He ain't wrong.
You ain't wrong.
You arrest your mama. What's wrong with you?
Man, I got too much family out there. No.
If you arrest your mom, then your dad wouldn't be able to get none no more. That's bad. That's bad on all sorts of levels, bro. You can't arrest your mom, man. So I mean, you can't give her a ticket either, because then your dad's insurance will go up. That's the problem, bro.
You came up with the question.
That's why the question was so good.
You about to lose your job. Blackboard today, I said you about to lose your job.
I remember a man pulled over his daughter and arrested her for drug possession and put her in jail. That's hardcore.
Nah,
but see, your daughter is not your
difference.
mother. Your daughter is not your mom.
Man, I'd be the first one. You
because
3 miles over the speed. What is your problem? How are you out here representing me like this, bro?
Because your mom is your mom, man.
Yeah, kids go to court. It's just what it is. We going to court.
Well, it was drug possession, by the way.
I mean, that's true.
Thank you for that, Dre from BA. That was good.
All
Dale
right.
was straight. Nope.
See,
this is the Mr. I would pull you over for 1 mile an hour over.
Man, look.
That's what he told me. I was like, damn, Dale,
I respect the police, but I don't know if he would pull me over. But you know what?
He would pull your ass over.
I'm not gonna give him an opportunity to do so.
Man, he will pull you over on GP.
You crazy?
Is that really? Woo!
It is. It is called driving like I'm intelligent. So
okay.
So all right, now let's get into the first thing on your mind.
Here we go.
No Mo B. What state Dale at? So I won't visit.
I will not disclose that. Just drive the speed limit. But Dale
he
will come out of retirement to pull you over.
Dale said, I missed out on the holiday meals. You're right about that. You will get shunned from the family. They like to do that.
Is that right?
No, not really. They just talk about you right in front of your face.
Well, that's not shunning. That's just,
I mean, it's just, you might as well get shunned because they're not gonna be soft about it either.
That's cold.
I
Why they gonna bring up old
they
shit?
might even shut to your face. Get this oink oink mom out of here. Yo, my family's just like that.
That's cold.
My other side of the family is like that. The other side of the family would just look at you funny.
Yeah, get the side eye. No worries.
Yeah, strong. So, all right. First thing on your mind.
Okay, I'm ready.
Once again, I'm gonna give you the title of an article, and you gonna tell me the first thing on your mind.
All right.
All right. First one. Bride miffed as cousin calls her selfish for not canceling wedding for her.
Okay, say that one more time.
Yeah, bride miffed as cousin calls her selfish for not canceling wedding for her.
That trick crazy. Are you serious right now? This is my wedding day, and because you can't attend, I'm supposed to cancel it?
Yep. And she called
Man,
herself.
Tupac is dead and Elvis is dead too. Don't pretend with me. Are you serious right now? I got all this money. I got catering. I got people coming. I'm supposed to cancel because you can't make it?
Yep.
That sounds like a personal problem.
All right. So basically what happened was, 2 days before the wedding, husband got into a car accident real bad in the hospital. They had a family dinner or whatever. 2 days before the wedding. She even showed up. Cousin even showed up. They expected to show up. She showed up. And then she got mad because they wouldn't put the wedding on hold because my husband won't be able to attend. Me and my husband won't be able to attend because he's in the hospital. And she got mad. And she called her selfish. Yep.
She's not allowed to be a cousin anymore. Is there a card or some sort of membership or a newsletter you get when you're a cousin? Well, all that's revoked. That's stupid.
Yeah.
You crazy.
She left saying how big of an a-hole she was and that she was being selfish and inconsiderate of her husband. So,
okay.
Yeah. That's what
Kick
it was.
rocks. Kick rocks. Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Awesome. All right. Number 2. Mysterious hard object inside catfish turns out to be a sex toy. I'm going to repeat it. Mysterious hard object inside catfish turns out to be sex toy.
Plausible. And I'll tell you why. Lauren was telling me about a 18-foot python that was found with 122 eggs in the Everglades.
Mm-hmm.
Pythons are in the Amazon. Same sort of, humid climate or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the reason why a snake, out of his own habitat that big is in the Everglades is because people buy things and then they get bored and then they get rid of them in any sort of way. Well, somebody couldn't get an orgasm, thought it was defective, dildo was out of warranty, threw it in the river. Big ass catfish ate it. Somebody caught the catfish, went to eat it, found a dildo. Okay, that's how that goes. So many things you could have done to dispose of this, but you chose to throw it in the river. And a fish big enough came around and ate it. So that's what's going on.
So you're mostly right. In Indiana, fishermen caught a catfish, a blue catfish, on the Ohio River, pulled it out. It's a big old catfish. Wait a minute, there's something in his stomach. Kind of weird. They opened it up, and you are correct. It was a dildo. However, it was not any sort of dildo. Excuse me. I'm trying to figure out what they called it. Oh, okay. So they found a foam ball, a part of another fish, and a fairly large dildo, or the other object. It was literally on the picture. It is a black man dildo with 2 big testicles.
It's a 60% chance that belonged to a white woman. Just saying, bro.
All I'm gonna say, they found it in Indiana, and I'm kind of leaving it there.
Okay, 60% now. Because white people be on the download with that in Indiana.
Yeah, they took a picture of it. They even had a daughter when they pulled it out. The daughter was there. I want to say the daughter was like, did they give an age? Yeah, 3 years old.
She'll never forget it.
Never forget it. He said he didn't have any use for it. I mean, I agree with that probably. They say he got rid of it.
Mildred's husband threw it out.
I mean,
Black Morticia house. Oh my God.
hey man. All I'm saying is,
oh, that's cold. She definitely married a black man now.
oh, you said.
Wow.
I mean, he said I had no use for it. They didn't say if they got rid of it, and I'm gonna leave it right there.
Dude, I told you, they own a QT in Indiana. They own a QT. They pretend. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, Mike Pence might have walked out of Hamilton, but you know he liked it.
Stop it.
He just had to do it for his base. You know he liked it.
All right, number 3. Oregon man breaks world record for alphabetizing soup.
We mean alphabetizing soup. What do you mean?
Oregon man breaks world record for alphabetizing soup.
Like putting soup cans in alphabetical order?
No, I only read what the article says, man.
Well, man, look, okay, I'll tell you what. You're right. My bad. My first thought is if a dude took the time to actually arrange the letters in a kid's soup, he need a fucking job. You laughing? I'm serious. I ain't got time for that. Do you have time for that?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I would have just eaten it. So, Oregon man broke a Guinness World Record. He found and alphabetized all 26 letters in a can of alphabet soup in 2 minutes and 8.6 seconds.
Again, he needs a job.
Well, that was his job.
No,
do
it
it
wasn't
quicker
his
than everybody else.
That wasn't his job. That's something he wanted to do. I mean, I thought the dude spelled supercalifragilisticexpialidocious or something. Dude running around just putting it in alphabetical order. That's even boring. And the idea that he could do it in 2 minutes, don't hate. That dude need a job, man. Some records are stupid. Man, Dre from VA, come on, man. Some records are stupid.
I mean,
you know how long look at it this way. Do you know how long it takes for you to practice and get good enough to do that in 2 minutes when you're dealing with potatoes and celery and whatever else is in that soup, chicken pieces in the way and whatnot? I mean, he's definitely developed a skill, but with all that practice comes you buying all this soup. So now you could have bought some gas with the money that you buying the soup with being foolish. I'm like, you for real? No, man. He need a job. He need another job.
He said he wanted this accomplishment to inspire his 11-year-old son, Bryson, to achieve his dreams.
There are better ways to
What?
teach your kids.
What? Hold on, man.
What?
Look, y'all always give me shit about dogging out something for the kids.
No,
He's
I
doing
said
it for his
no, I'm
kid,
not
man.
dogging out the kids. I said there are better ways to teach your kids.
But this was the way he taught his kid. Why are we mad about that?
You know what? I ain't gonna be mad because it's his kid. That's his kid.
I mean, some
Okay.
people put lights on. He does alphabet soup in order for his kid.
Okay.
I mean, we can't be
Well-
picky and choosing.
Well, for this to make any sense to me, Bryson's gonna have to be a president of something, and not the chess club.
Bryce probably gonna be the kid and looks for tomatoes and tomato soup.
That's cold. That's cold. You got to put that on the board, man. How in the world why are we dogging Bryson, man? It's cold. Bryson is like collateral damage in all this.
Yo,
He needs
Job-
to apply the plant.
job
He
offer.
looks
He needs to
people.
apply the plant. We looking for people. For some reason, I think that commute would be a little rough for him,
Ah.
but you never know.
Hey man.
Um,
Hey, that could be another Guinness Book of World Records.
The longest commute for work.
Exactly.
Yeah. 3 days.
You get that on Wednesday.
I'm
Get
getting
back
it
home on
Wednesday.
Monday and then come back on Thursday.
I know, right? It'd be crazy.
He ain't even got time to
Ah.
cut the grass, man.
Hilarious. Ah,
Oh, they killing Bryce.
God.
I bet you Bryson's dad works at Purina.
The one that is the cat dog food.
It is the
to make
one
sure
who
they have
eats the
flavor.
cat dog food to make
Dang.
sure they have flavor.
That's cold, man.
At
Y'all
least we're
cold
not
tonight.
talking about Bryson anymore. I mean, Bryson didn't do anything.
That's cold. So the last one today, this dog broke into a Tennessee couple's house and snuggled her way into their bed.
That dog's needy, man. That's a needy dog. Like Morticia Adams, Bryson is the guy's son that put together the alphabetized the soup. That's why I said why we dogging Bryson, because he was an innocent bystander in his foolishness.
He's a 11-year-old kid. He
Exactly.
catch strays.
Exactly.
So I'm sorry. This dog broke into a Tennessee couple's house and snuggled her way into their bed.
The dog is needy, man. You got a needy ass dog. That's what that is. I mean, because dogs are. Think about this, man. You need emotional support so bad. You would find a strange house, walk up in the crib or however you got in there, which there's begs to be questioned there.
Yeah.
Go through the house, you don't know what's there.
Yeah.
Find a bed with two people sleeping in it, minding their business, and get into bed and go to sleep. And my other question is, how do these people stay asleep so long with a dog roaming through their house to let this happen at all? Can you tell me?
That's not the first question. The show is NSFW, right? Here we go. The question is, how did dog get into the damn house?
Well, I said that. I said it begs to be questioned. I was like, okay, the dog finds a random house. That's fine. He doesn't stay outside. He gets in. So how does he get in? And if he got in through regular dog, ways like the doggy door or whatever, why didn't the other dog kick his ass? That's what I want to know. Because I know if I was a dog and another dog came in my crib trying to be with my humans intimately, probably want to use a toothbrush, I'd kick his ass.
Yeah, because they got 3 dogs of their own.
See, you didn't even see what I did right there.
What?
I said probably want to use a toothbrush.
You stupid. You dumb.
I can't believe you missed that, bro.
I'm
Really?
sorry. I missed that. I wish I hadn't now. I'll hear it on the turnaround. But yeah, man. Yeah, they got 3 dogs. The dog just said, yeah, you can just go jump in the bed. What the F? We got nothing. Man, I would
Wait a
fire
minute.
those dogs.
You got to put Dre from VA's comment on the board.
Wait, what is this bitch in doing my bed? I can't explain.
Husband runs in and sees a dog. Husband, oh my God.
Well, here's the thing, Dre. They were asleep and the dog got into the bed. So I don't know how that happened either. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. He got through all the defenses.
Yes.
So first of all, I would fire the other dogs because F those cats. They ain't stopping no damn body. What, you just gonna let some other dog come into your house?
Wait a minute. The other dogs could have been swinger dogs.
Bro. And I gotta get rid of them for that too. What?
Hey man, nothing wrong, little hanky panky. Just like Black Morticia Adams said, they wanted doggy style.
Man,
they sure got it.
Stop it.
3-way. Who got the bestiality fetish? Oh man. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious.
So yeah, Basie looked up and he looked under the curtain, under the covers, and the dog was there. And once they pulled the covers up, the dog even got even closer. Like, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm trying to, get pieces of bed. It was a cuddle dog.
Yeah, okay. It was needy, man. Dog was needy.
Man.
The dog needed a support animal. But he found 2 humans.
Yeah, he needs support humans.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, ignore personal space. And it was somebody else's dog, and they called him. It was like, yeah, man, can you bring our dog back? And now they all play together. And I'm just like, I would do better on my defenses in my house. What kind of bullshit is that?
Draven VA brings up another good point. Under the covers, and they can't feel that.
Well, they thought it was one of their other dogs at first until the wife turned over. It was like,
why is this dog wet?
yeah, what the fuck is this? So,
Telling man, those other dogs, like you said, they need to get fired. There's no way in the world.
yeah, they shouldn't have got that far.
No barking, no nothing. You just gonna let them roll up in there?
Yeah. I mean, see, that's some old bullshit.
Kind of is.
Man's best friend. Nah, man. Next thing you know, you spooning with some other dog.
For real.
That's not how it
Whiskey,
gets there.
Tango, Foxtrot, that brother. Good gravy. Woo.
I mean, but they say people kiss their dogs in the mouth, so it's one of those things. So, all right, AG, it is time for Hey Ladies.
Yes. Hey, ladies. This episode of Hey Ladies is called My Apologies. Well,
Oh, he apologized for something that ain't good.
it's not. It's awful, actually. And I want to start by saying I'm sorry because the ruling that came down from the Supreme Court this week was appalling to me. And I'm not really affected by it because I'm a man, but at the same time, I'm completely affected by it because there are women in my life. I do not live in a vacuum, and I am touched by this. I have 2 daughter-in-laws that have just had babies. I look at them a little differently, and I shake my head, and I'm sorry. But the real thing is not giving my opinion about whether abortion is cool or not, because there's a bigger thing going on here to me. And that is the fact that people pretend like they can't walk and chew gum, because I thought that I could just choose not to have an abortion if that's how I rock. But you have to do what you have to do. I thought we could walk and chew gum. I thought we could kind of, say, hey, it's not illegal to get an abortion. It's just not my thing. The other thing I wanted to say concerning this is all the women that are upset and this and that and the other, I do apologize for, but these are for the women who come down hard pro-life, like in absolutes. There is no gray. I just want y'all to feel that strongly when something bad happens to one of your sorors or happens to you. Now, if you're willing to die, literally die on that hill, then I have all the respect in the world for you. But if something is going on with you or a loved one that's a female, and the choice is do this or live, or don't do it and die, or vice versa, and you start changing rules based on how you're feeling or whatever, and those rules and your new rules could actually make a lot of sense, then I can't respect that. You have thrown down the gauntlet for the entire country, or at least for states to have the right to say yay or nay. I just wonder if you can live up to your own wants and desires. So for me personally, again, I'm sorry. And to those women out there that I just finished talking about, I hope you are strong enough to live up to all the stuff that you have gotten today. So you won. I hope you can wear the crown. So that is, for me, this is very opinionated. I don't know if anybody shares my opinion. I'm not looking for that. I'm just saying, for me today, I don't want to do any reprimands. I just want to say this has affected me. This is why it's a woman issue. Whether you believe in abortion or not is not the issue. To me, the issue is you took away somebody's choice to do so for many reasons. All that's gone per state, but the law of the land has changed, and here we are. So that is the Hey Ladies.
Wow. Thank you, AG.
Yes, sir.
So I might as well follow up on that. I've been debating on how much I want to even speak on it, just due to picking sides and all that beautiful stuff. I mean, because I would say I was always pro-choice. Um, I necessarily didn't feel it should be 100% my decision whether a woman had that choice or not. Um, so as AG said, probably the biggest thing that occurred wasn't the fact that it happened. It was more the fact that that's one less choice that someone has the ability to make. And I've heard it from multiple sides. I've heard the excuses, I've heard the everything, I've heard so much. I've heard from, well, in the Bible, you're not supposed to have it. Okay, whatever. I've heard that, people use it as um what is it called? Child they use it as, instead of using a condom, they use abortion. Contraception. You know, I've heard it all. In the grand scheme of things, I'm gonna equate to something. I'm not gonna equate to something. I'm just gonna be like, look, that's one less choice that somebody has to make. I've heard multiple things this weekend. I've heard AOC say some stuff about it. I've heard some dude talk about, well, it's not my choice. Basically, it was not my choice whether you had the baby or not. It's never my choice if you don't want to have that baby. And I say to that ignorant sap, you know what choice you did have? The choice that you skeeted up in that. So you did have that choice. So let's just go ahead and put that on Front Street, because it does take two to tango. And if we're going to sit here and cast blame or cast shade, I mean, last time I checked, women are not asexual and they cannot have babies by themselves without at least one point, whether they get it from a person or they get it from the sperm bank, whatever. That comes from somewhere. Because as far as I know, they haven't figured out a way to make sperm out of thin air yet. And if they have, I really want none of that. So that just sounds. Then you got a whole Jurassic Park shit going on. And I'm just gonna sit here and say, now everybody's saying, "Oh, this is the beginning of taking away a whole bunch of other freedoms." It can be, or it can't be. I mean, when it's all said and done, we all have our own hills to die on. Your hill to die on is probably going to be different from my hill to die on. And that's fine. Nobody's ever going to 100% agree upon it. I'm sorry you live in certain states that will probably be like, yeah, abortion is illegal. If you feel that strongly about that, then you have options, because you can move or not. I mean, because even though I can't myself have an abortion, that doesn't mean I don't have an opinion, and that doesn't also mean that I can make my opinion what I want to do. Because if I feel like I live in a state who don't have abortions and I feel that strongly about it, I can go to another state. We can do that. So it is very unfortunate that it happened. And then Rep Miller did say the whole victory for white life thing. Because, yeah, even though she may say she misspoke, she meant that, because 6% of all abortions are Caucasian people. And I'm going to throw that out there for you. So yeah, it is what it is. We all have our opinions. In each state, if you feel a certain way, make sure that you talk to your state ambassadors, House of Representatives, your senators. Because last time I checked, they work for us. And if they choose not to work for us, then we choose to put somebody else in to work for us. So, yes, you're not voting for a presidency this year, but you're voting for who represents you. And that's where the real work is, and that's where the real power is. So, I'll say all that, and I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, AG.
Yes, sir.
So, with that being said, man, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind is an extension of what I just said for Hey Ladies, because personally, I do feel like this. I said this before. I feel like Roe versus Wade. I feel like Roe versus Wade being overturned is a gateway ruling. I think the amendment that they're jacking with has a lot in it. The one thing Clarence Thomas wants to overturn has 2 or 3 things in it, and it had Mo B. What's up, player?
What's going
How
on?
you feeling, man? You good?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Well, the thing that he missed, and all the things that he wants to revisit, is Loving versus the state of Virginia. I'm like, Personally, I think.
Is it Thomas married to a white woman?
Yeah. Well, see, this is why I'm bringing this up. Personally, I think that he would vote for that to be overturned. He would like to see that overturned too, because I believe that he believes that he not black, and they not gonna mess with his white wife, and he gonna tap dance, and it's gonna be okay. Because party first, and if I put the party, and before my own marriage, they're surely gonna reward me by making me a house Negro. Yeah, I don't think they will, pal. I don't think they will. I think that they are going to go after everything that makes this country not 100 years before. They want to make this country feel like it did in 1922. And they have let you know in a very overt way that we're coming after you. Okay, now I'm saying all this to say, I told my wife, I was like, look, when Loving versus Virginia goes down, we going to Canada. Because there's no fucking way that I'm going to be married to you undercover. This is not the Underground Railroad we're talking about. It's not. And the reason why I might sound a little fantastical right now is because black people already knew this was going to happen. And we got gaslit for it for decades. White people that are upset about it, Sarah, saying, well, I can't believe it. Why not? We've been telling you this is going to happen for fucking 50 years. And you chose not to listen. You chose to gaslight me as opposed to looking at the credit report of this country and acting accordingly. So I'm telling you, if you don't think that they will go after everything that's in the 14th Amendment, because a lot of that stuff has everything to do with the fabric of this country being progressive, they're going to change it. They've already shown you what they can do. They own your vagina. They're about to own your marriage. They're about to own everything. I'm just letting you know. We are living in a time where the impossible is very possible. And all the Democrats out there, if you refer to yourself as Democrat or whatever, you have to respect this hustle, because they've shown you that they can play the long game and they're willing to go to work while you sleep. And they made you a bitch because you busy out here talking about that can't possibly happen. Well, they were like, yeah, fuck you. This is going to happen. And here we are. So I'm just letting you know, this is a gateway ruling. I said it before, and I still believe it, and I really believe it now. Stop gaslighting brown and black people. They're trying to give you the future. Listen, look around. When 2 + 2 is 4, it's 4. That is what's on my mind.
Well, all right. Mo B, man. You feeling
What's
good
up?
out there?
Yeah, man.
Good, good. What's on your mind?
All right, so I really wanted to come in to say what's on my mind, and it's kind of along the lines of what AG is talking about, but I actually want to specifically talk to the women, and I don't want to quote unquote steal the shine or turn us being men into a victim, but ever since this Roe v. Wade Supreme Court bullshit ass decision went down, where we've decided to let the states, leave things up to their own devices. Like, that worked so well for slavery, by the way. Just and desegregation of schools, and yeah, states. Like, if anybody believes that if we would have let the states desegregate on their own terms, that it would have happened, you're fucking kidding yourself. Everything would still be segregated in the South if we left it up to the states' own devices. But I've been hearing a lot of women say that men need to stand with them, because this is not just a women's right issue. This is an issue for everyone, and I think that's super important. However, just in an honest moment of vulnerability, I would like to express to all the women out there who feel betrayed by this ruling, like, this ruling actually makes me feel terrible as well, because as a man, we are taught at an early age it is our job to quote unquote protect the women that we love. I'm a father with 2 daughters. I have a wife. This Roe v. Wade decision, I don't think any decision has ever made me feel more powerless as a man. Because yes, I can stand with all the ladies and stand against this and protest, but at the end of the day, this ruling rendered me powerless as well. Because if the state decides, hey, women aren't in control of their own reproductive rights, as a guy, there's really nothing I can do other than scream how much bullshit this is right beside you ladies. And I mean, I'm willing to do that, but as a guy, I feel powerless. And that was my own personal level of vulnerability when I first heard the ruling. I was just like, man, I literally can't do anything about this. And this could directly impact women in my life. Like I said, I have 2 daughters. I have a wife. And we have put people in power who have decided that they get to own women's reproductive rights. And as a guy, I can't do anything about it. So what I'll say to all the ladies who feel betrayed and let down, you have been, and I don't want to take the blame for it, because I mean, I didn't make the decision, but at the end of the day, it's really hard as a guy who cares to not feel like I personally should have been able to do something more. Or I feel like a lot of guys probably feel that way. Like, I wish I could do more. And yeah, so I don't think I have to really ask you 2 gentlemen, but I think everybody on this podcast like shares the same feelings of like, this is bullshit, and there's no reason why anybody should be able to tell a woman what she can and can't do with her own reproductive system. And if you're so fucking pro life, like, let's do some shit about guns that take lives. But nope. That's not pro life. Apparently, you're pro killing. You're just not pro life. And that's all that's on my mind. I just wanted to share that, a little bit of vulnerability that I honestly have in this current state of affairs.
Preach.
Appreciate you. First of all, I'd like to say thank you, CB. Thank you for that shout out. You know what? Let's go ahead and make it 3 for 3. But I want to take a different approach. I think it's time, because when is it going to be enough? Like, And I'm not particularly talking about one thing or the other, but the system of the way things have just fallen into place. You know, the real system and the real problem here is our electoral system. Hey, you have to be this or that. You got to be A or B. Lord knows C or D gets shoved by the wayside. You know, why do I have to be a Democrat or Republican? You know, why do I have to think this way or that way? Why are those got to be my only two choices? But even more importantly, why do I have to either believe in all of this and none of this, or all of this and none of that? It makes no sense. I believe in capitalism, but I also believe in, you know, social rights. However, there is neither one that believes in both together collectively the way I believe it. So then at that point in time, I either gotta ride the B train or the A train. Nah, man. How about the C train? How about the D train? How about a Z train? I'm over the boxes. I'm over, you got to be this or that, one or the other. Because look around us, everybody. We're in a world where even the color of our skin, our race, isn't this or that anymore. You know, I love it when I hear a white person say, I'm French American. What? But they are. Maybe they're from France, but they were born in America. Who knows? Maybe dad's from France, mom's American. You know? So are they truly American? Yeah. But I'm also French. Why we got to keep putting people in all these boxes? Our political system is just so this or that. And maybe 100 years ago, maybe in 1776 or whatever, this or that was cool. But you notice that is the one thing that hasn't evolved. Everything else has evolved. We've got some electricity. We got some TVs. Hell, we got a whole bunch of different types of TVs. Where from the big screen to the plasma to the flat screen to projectors to next thing you know, it's on your phones and all. We've evolved so much everywhere except this. Are you kidding me? We must evolve on this level as well. I think we want to. But those in power don't want that. Because as AOC said, Lord knows I'm quoting AOC today. One group hasn't won but one popular election vote for the presidency in 30 years. We all know who that is. We don't got to bring that up. Popular vote. But hey, guess what? If you went to 8th grade civics in America, you know that our president is not decided by the popular vote. Never have, never will be. I don't understand why I have so many hoops. I have to check this or that box. And we got people who are living, dying one way, knowing full well they may not believe 100% of that way. But in order to stay in power, they at least got to fake it till they make it. That's our fault. That's all fault as Americans. Because we have to choose to want better. We have to choose to need better. And until we choose that we are ready, excuse me, that we are ready to evolve on the way we treat America, then we'll be forever stuck in the hamster wheel. And what happened last week completely proves it. You know, I mean, yeah, do I really know what to say? Except I'm sorry? No. All I know is we had a couple dudes in a location decide to vote to take away the rights of constituents of people who didn't necessarily put them there. And the interesting thing about all this is, depending on who you listen to, they will tell you that it hurts the black community. It hurts everybody, but let's be real. I said it earlier. 60% of all abortions are from Caucasian women. I want you to think about that for a second, because we already know that that's where the problem started. That's where the problem lied. And that's how that problem was fixed. So, the funny part about it is they think that this will fix their wants. You know, more babies in the world, more, for some people, more white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Clearly, they haven't looked at our world lately, because
Do you think they're doing this because they think it's going to fix a problem?
oh, of course, it's not going to fix the problem.
No, I'm saying, do you think that's what they think?
I think it gives them the power.
I think you
To
should end the
control
sentence
people?
right there.
That's what it's about. But what I'm saying is, you know, they say that's a problem, but what they're not saying is that that's a problem, period. No. It should be that's a problem, ... for them. Last time I checked, it wasn't a problem for me. Last time I checked, it wasn't a problem for y'all. Only certain people have that problem. I don't think anybody's on this show's problem. So you fix their problem for them, not for me, because I don't understand how that fixed that problem for me, because it didn't. It created a problem, and we will all have to deal with that and hope that you reach out to your representatives and senators in your own state. And guess what, baby? States' rights are back. That's what they want. I'm sorry if you live in Texas. I'm sorry if you live in Florida. I mean,
Those
it
ain't
is
the
what
only
it is.
states. Those ain't the
I
only
know,
states.
I know that, but those are the states I feel very confident 1% that ain't living that way. So, yeah, I think that they fixed the problem. They've created a much bigger problem, and we'll be dealing with that until.
What problem did they fix again?
Well, they say that they fixed the problem of killing children. I say they created a problem of overpopulating the United States. Or you've created a problem of the women who don't want to bear that child for whatever reason. And I think your suicide numbers are going to skyrocket, unfortunately. I think that a lot more stillborns are going to skyrocket. I think that part of life is going to change tremendously in those locations. I mean, and that sucks. Because once again, the problem that they chose to solve was only a problem for them. Not us. Them. And we have to deal with that problem. The best way we can deal with it is do our best, get the right people in power, and those people do what they're supposed to do. If they're not doing what they're supposed to do, get them out. You know, there should not be such thing as a as a career politician. However, apparently there is. More things we need to fix, but the only way you can fix it is at the polls. Talking about it, getting the right people up in there, and doing some things. That's all I got. But yes, last week was a huge blackout to our country. We just got to heal back and fix it the best way we can. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the show this week. We hit you with some hard stuff at the end, but it needed to be said and it needed to be done. You know, thank you to everyone on the board who chatted it up with us this week. Thank you for those who will be listening to the podcast when it comes out later this week. Next Sunday, it's 4th of July weekend. We're taking a weekend off so we can party too, because we want to celebrate the 4th of July just like everybody else, which is even more interesting that this happened close to the 4th of July. So I don't know what the celebration is going to be about, but hey, we're going to do the best we can to be as happy as we can that we are still living in above ground. You know, once again, thank you to Mo B and thank you to AG for doing this with me. And, you know, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. Sunday nights, 9 p.m., Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, I almost forgot the other thing. You know, hey, thank you again for listening. Peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of